First and foremost, I think that we won this game in practice. We elected to practice twice on Thanksgiving Day. And I think because we were disappointed with some of the things that happened. But more importantly, I thought the guys who won the game for us didn't even step on the court today. Our scout team, our preparation for this game was phenomenal. And I think they did a great job, and they don't ever get enough credit. So I give them all the credit. In terms of our team, I was not alarmed at halftime that we were down 3 because we had the ball on top of the basket the whole half. We uncharacteristically shot 30% from the field, so it wasn't anything they were doing. We held them to their lowest point total in a half, and I knew if we just kept our aggressive mentality, we'd make plays, and obviously very impressed with our poise and our understanding in the second half to make the game easier and really play probably the best half we played all year.
Jon, would you agree with that? Best half you guys have played that second 20 minutes today?
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. We had a really tough matchup, and I think we came out and did what we needed to do with that. As speaking of Williams, he came through first half, had 14 points, just really easy points, and us as a collective whole had to, go turn around and rebound the ball and stop letting it get into the paint so easy.
Did it feel like a matter of time before you guys got a run going? You're right there nipping tuck first half, second half. Obviously big run. Did you guys just feel it was kind of a matter of time?
Yes. I mean, it's a game of runs. So they're gonna make a run, we're gonna make a run, and it's just about making your best run and then sustaining that, rebounding the ball on defense. So, that was important to us.
It just seemed like everything was clicking, but it was things that we haven't maybe seen from you guys. You ran the floor a lot. We had guys driving, well, not a lot, but at times we had guys driving, to the basket much more often, specifically. Maybe just the key, you think, finding a couple of those things, experimenting a little bit, maybe?
No, I don't think it was experiments. I think they put a mismatch. They like to switch a lot, and so that gives us a lot of mismatches. And then you got a guy like Nick who's a really good three-point shooter. If they hear about that in scouting, they're going to climb up in him, and he could really handle the ball. So that gave him an opportunity to show what he could do.
We'll talk about the second half shooting. Again, just a confident team that was unlucky a little bit in the first half, and just started to go in the second.
Well, yeah, like Jon mentioned, the switching, stuff like that. We started driving the ball more, and as we started driving the ball more, I think guys started looking to, we talked about it at halftime with Coach Christian, talked about driving and looking to pass, and kicking it out, because guys are going to draw into the zone, the matchup zone they had, and kick out and spray. And we had a couple, one more pass and shots and stuff, and we got some shots to fall in the second half, and really got our defenses going and able to get it run to win the game.
Did it feel pretty good there second half when you guys were going? I mean, that was a pretty strong 20 minutes against a good ball club.
Yeah, it was. It's something I don't really think about. I think about possession at a time, but for myself. But it's just a matter of time for if we're getting stops, we're gonna make a run. That's just simple as that. If we're getting stops, we're gonna make a run. We're gonna find a way to put the ball in the basket. We have, a lot of players that can score, and then Jon added to the mix today. I think he got in double figures. Whenever Jon does that, it adds another value to our attacking, which is terrific.
Jon, just real quick, touch on what Coach mentioned. Practicing twice on Thanksgiving Day. Did you guys enjoy going through that at the time? And how
Most definitely. We understood that Richmond's a really good team. Princeton offense should be respected, and you got to pay attention to that type of offense anytime you face it. And we're in this together, so this is my family. So I didn't mind spending extra time with my family.
Sorry, go ahead.
Coach, would you say you wore Richmond down in the second half? It seemed like they forced a lot more shots, didn't really have the best looks.
Yeah, again, I think it was all done defensively. I thought we got into the passing lanes a little bit, made some plays, did a better job of containing the ball in the interior. So, again, the formula for us is always the same. We've got to get stops, we've got to push the ball in transition, and then go get another stop. So, after we get the rebound. So tonight I thought we did a really good job on the defensive backboard, and we were rebounding it from all 5 spots, which is what we have to do. So again, it was everything we emphasized we got tonight. So that's without question something to feel good about.
Any major adjustments made on Williams going into the half?
No, we just challenged the guys that guarded him. You know what I mean? That we couldn't let him catch the ball so deep. He's a very physical, strong player, and I thought we let him get the ball so deep in the first half. And Jon is one of the best I've ever been around at fighting around guys and getting them off the block in non-positions. And so it was a great job by them adjusting. It wasn't Our adjustment was make sure we keep throwing the ball to the guys with white jerseys.
Coach, 4 guys with multiple, or excuse me, at least 1 offensive rebound, 32 points in the paint, 20 second chance points. That was a big emphasis coming into the game. Seems like you guys succeeded at that. How do you feel about the offensive rebounding and whatnot?
I'm excited about it. I mean, we talked about it as a group that, we have to make statements to ourselves, not to other people, about the type of basketball we want to play and the heart we want to display. And I didn't doubt them for 1 minute. When we showed the film after the Hampton game, it wasn't negative, it was positive, what we can be. And tonight we did that. We were able to play good defense, rebound the basketball, get out in transition. When the game had to be won, that's where it was won. We had a stretch there of three-point shot on the break, another steal, layup, get to the free throw line. That's the way we play basketball. So until they can take that away, we're going to have to try to win games that way.
You know how good Richmond is. What kind of win does this say about your ball club and where it's at this early?
Again, I mean, it's a very big win. I think Richmond's an excellent team. And as I told our team, they're a team that's been to the Sweet 16 as well. So they're not going to be a team that's going to give in. We have to impose our will. So, and it was, they had been playing very, very well. So I think that it was a big game, big second half for us, and we just got to keep building forward.
Did your family cook for the guys on Thanksgiving, Joe?
Yes, well, I had my parents, my wife, and my in-laws all taking turns over there. It's not easy to feed all these guys. And then get them back out on the court was not easy either, but.
Did you hold off on the turkey between practices, or did you?
No, we ate between practices. Yeah. Well, most of the nighttime was a lot of shooting and just going over some stuff. Putting in some stuff to play against the matchup zone. We hadn't played against matchup zone. So we had to put in some stuff that, at least we understood the concepts of what we were trying to do.
It seems like DJ's approach was different in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
He went 1 for 5 in the first half, exploded after the break, to the point where he hit 3 straight threes.
Yeah.
What was different?
I think he's a really good player. Really good players see the opportunities. I think he made some really good plays in the first half. They didn't just go in. He had a couple good looks at 3. They didn't fall, and I thought he got a little stagnant with the ball in the first half. In the second half, he just started to go by guys. And when he goes by people, he's as good as anybody in the country at finding the next guy. And I thought that one little mini stretch, kind of took the game over. And it was great defense and then great decisions by him with the basketball. And he's a really good player. I think all these guys, the one thing they understand is, at what point in the game is it winning time, and they seize the moment, and that's just really, really fun to watch.
It seemed almost calculated at that point. It seemed like it just.
You're thinking too much. It's basketball. There's no. If we huddled up every play like in football, it'd be calculated. This is basketball. Yeah, play.
Walt, I know you played a part in that stretch. To do that against a team like Richmond, about that midway through the second half, and you guys were pretty much hitting every shot you wanted. What was that like? What did that feel like as a team to do that against Richmond?
It felt good. We're a confident group, same guys, pretty much the same guys that went to the tournament run last year and made big plays down the stretch and stuff like that. And I think last year with the kind of run we made and the kind of tight, close games is really is benefiting us now, and the experience that Coach Fisher brings. As long as we continue to get better and we continue to fine-tune things as far as like rebounding, little things that we didn't do last game, and fine-tuning it for the next game, and preparing for the next team. I think the sky's the limit for this team. As long as we rebound the ball and make up for our deficit inside as far as size and stuff, and helping John and Reg, Evo and stuff like that rebound the ball inside and making aggressive plays on the inside as well as the outside attack that we got. Again, the sky's the limit for us, and we're going to continue to get better.
And more on the preparation side, John, you have another team coming up Wednesday in St. Bonaventure, top 25 in rebounding last season. And obviously, the post you guys have is an invincible 3 fouls for Baltic, 3 for Keeley, 4 for Keeley, 3 for yourself. How do you guys combat that against such a talented rebounding team?
We play the game. We're going to take tomorrow off, and I'm sure when we come back in, Coach is going to have a great game plan for us, and we're going to utilize that, and that's all I can say, you know what I mean? You can't really teach rebounding. You just got to go out there and want that, So we're going all 3 of us want it, and TJ as well at the 4. But it's also a team rebounding effort. You got that. When you got Coop coming down, you got Nick Kellogg coming down, Travis coming down, Walt coming down to rebound. That's how you combat a big team like that or a big rebounding team like that.